Yay! Rainbow Dash is finished! Pinkie stood over them, proudly at her beautiful creation. It was Rainbow Dash, but Stitch fell back up, except for a cutie mark. She snipped off the last bit of thread to Rainbow Dash's nose. Good as new. How do you feel, Rainbow? Rainbow Dash shouted there, leaning up against the wall. But Pinkie had stitched her mouth, so it'd be more of a gaping smile. So it wasn't so negative around. Well, that's good. Glad you feel a little better. Sorry I couldn't put back most of your organs. Rainbow Dash's deformed body slid off the wall into a puddle of blood after some of the stitches ripped open. Why won't you stay put? Pinkie said after picking up the bloody red and washing off some of the blood. Hello? Is anyone in? Hello, Pinkie? Twilight said, repeatedly dinging the doorbell on the desk. Dinging the bell on the desk. Twilight heard the banging up the stairs from the basement. The chipped wood door opened as Pinkie strolled out, looking better than ever. Oh, thank Equestria, you're open. I need a special order made. Okay, Twilight, what might that be? I need you to make one portion of a medical purple puff pie for Spike. He is really ill. He stood smiling after a brief pause. Okay, Twilight, I'll go downstairs and get the ingredients. But remember, don't come down. I will be back in a jiffy. Twilight agreed as Pinkie slowly walked towards the cellar and slammed the door. When Twilight heard the echoey footsteps getting quieter, 7 minutes passed. Twilight was getting impatient. She really needed to help Spike. Pinkie, can you please, hurry, please? No reply. Twilight was just heard and whispering. Twilight was getting nervous and edgy. She wanted to go downstairs, but remembered Pinkie's warning not to. But what harm could it bring? It would help a fellow citizen of Ponyville. Twilight edged her way over to the door. You never go to the basement. The banging was starting to get louder and louder and louder and louder. As Twilight walked over. She arrived at a small breeze creaked open. It was too dark. She couldn't see her own hooves. She kept squinting and tried to. Even though she couldn't see, she took her first step and slipped. She rolled, tumbling, banging down the stairs. So she was in so much pain she couldn't make out anything in the room. Just the words, Twilight, Twilight, Twilight. I told you to stay upstairs, didn't I? Now you're going to do the same thing as our old friend, Rainbow Dash. Twilight fainted out of consciousness. She got from the stairfall. Wow, said Pinkie. I didn't even have to use a cupcake on her. Well, that means more for my next victim. Twilight woke up to see Rainbow Dash. Dash? Do you know where I am? Rainbow Dash just said, Dash, why am I not chained up to the beginning? Because I felt like chaining up at this time. I usually use straps to get you stuck, unable to move off that wall, but I did the chant for a special friend. As Pinkie looked sure to get around the strap again, the chain, she noticed how dead Rainbow Dash looked. Then she noticed some stuff. No cutie mark, stains of blood on her fur. This wasn't Rainbow Dash. This was just dead Rainbow Dash, stitched back together by Pinkie, as Pinkie's play toy. What Celestia is wrong with you, maniac? Tears poured down Twilight's eyes. Shut up and let me get the process started, you silly Billy, said Pinkie Pie in a freaky way of hers. This will only hurt a lot. She grabbed a saw. Don't worry, I'll tell jokes to make the process easier for a wimp like you, Pinkie. As long as the jokes don't make you, horny, she said as she chopped the Twilight torn. She screamed with pain. What is wrong with you? If you don't let me go, I'll use magic, screamed Twilight. Sorry, Twilight, but even the amazing Twilight Sparkle can't do that, said Pinkie. And I know you were going to use magic sometime, so I just had to get you away from your horn first. She shoved this bloody scalpel right into Twilight's stomach. Twilight roared with fear and pain. I know how I can make you feel better if I taught you to play the organ. Play organ. As Pinkie says she dissected her internal organ. I also know how to make cupcakes for a pancreas. Very funny. She said as Pinkie pulled out Twilight's pancreas. That exists? Did I ever tell you I always thought Spike was a cutie? Said Pinkie as she ripped out off Twilight's cutie mark. She noticed Twilight has fainted. Well, said Pinkie, Twilight only lasted 20 minutes. What a failure! A tear dropped Pinkie's eye as she noticed what she had been doing to her dear friend. She wiped the tear away. Bye, Twilight. She dug a knife into Twilight's neck as she giggled and stitched her back together, thinking of jokes to use on her next victim.